Hi guys, welcome back. This is going to be a fun makeup look inspired by my new MAC lipstick from Christmas. This is Rebel. So it's like a really pretty berry burgundy purple. I don't even know, I'm just excited. So I've already primed my face and now I'm using the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place liquid foundation, and this is in the shade 1W2 Sand, I believe. I don't know why I would have made that up. And I'm using my It Cosmetics Heavenly Lush foundation brush that I got for Christmas. So I'm just going to buff that in. Okay, and now I'm going to go ahead and use my Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye. Just squirting a little bit on my hand. A little bit goes a long way with that stuff. See how small? The little dot. Like nothing. Just going to tap that on my under eyes with my fingers. And then as I rub it in, I'm going to rub it in kind of in a triangle motion. Under the eye. All the way out. Okay, so now I'm going to set that under eye concealer with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit in the banana shade. And this brush is the e.l.f. small paper brush. There we go. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and prime my eyes, and for that I'm going to use the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer from and just take a little dot of that. That right there is enough to do both eyes. And just rubbing it in with my finger from lid, inner corner, up to the brow bone. Lid, inner corner, up to the brow bone. Oh, now I'm just going to apply a nice nude shade on the lid to kind of set that eye primer. This color is from the Wet n Wild line, and this is the 5-color palette called the Naked Truth, and it is just the cream color at the top, out of a yellowy base. Perfect for just providing a nice base. Now I'm using the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette, and I'm going to go into this color Salted Caramel. And I'm just going to use that same brush really quick and just kind of sweep that in the crease. And transitionary, so just a little bit above the crease line. The look really is about the lipstick though, so I'm going to go ahead and apply that lipstick, MAC Rebel, just to make sure that I don't go overboard on the eyes. Sometimes I find I go so overboard on the eyes, by the time I get to applying the lipstick at the end, I realize the lipstick is now not appropriate as the eye makeup is gotten too done. It's not as dark as I was expecting, actually. Well, they certainly don't blur anything in this camera. You can see all of my imperfections. Well, fantastic. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and fill in my brows. I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in dark brown, and then I'm going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel. I'm going to fill in the brows with small strokes. And then I'll take the other end of the pencil and brush it out. now for the eyes. Since I have this purpley lip, I want to keep it pretty simple. So I'm going to be using the Chocolate Bar palette, Strawberry Bonbon color. It's just a really pretty pale pink. And I'm just going to tap that on the lid a little bit. Now I'm taking the color Champagne Truffle and tapping that below the brow bone. And the inner corner of the eye. The crease of the eye. It's called Amaretto, and it's kind of like a berry brown. This is the e.l.f. blending brush. I'm just going to put that right here in the outer part of the crease and the outer corner. That's pretty much all I'm going to do for the eyeshadow today. I'm just keeping the focus on the lid. Now I'm taking my tapered blending brush, the Sigma E40, and I'm just brushing that back and forth in circular motions, outwards and upwards. I kind of want to keep that lid area bare. So I'm brushing it outwards and upwards. Okay, so I'm just going to apply some pencil liner. This is the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On pencil in Perversion. So I'm just kind of grabbing the outer part of my eye just slightly so I don't have any like bumps in it. Just slightly as I close my eye, and I'm going to just place the pencil right here at the outer part of the eye and take small motions back and forth towards the inner corner. And the thicker line is going to be towards the outer part, and then the inner part of the eye, I want it to be barely there or not there at all. There we go. And then I may blend it, so take that out just a little bit further. And that's just a baby wing. And I'm just taking my pointer finger and I'm just kind of buffing it out, kind of back and forth to get a nice smoky look. Just softens the eyeliner. So now I'm going to go ahead and curl my lashes. This is a Tweezerman lash curler, nothing fancy, from Walgreens. I think it was about $3 or $4. I'm just pulsing back and up and down. And I get it as close to the lashes of the lash line as I can without pinching myself. And all it takes is once pinching yourself for you to go, oh, okay, but that's too far. Okay, so now my lashes are curled, and I think I'm going to go ahead and soften up this liner line by applying some shadow on top of it to smoke it out further. So I'm going to take that Strawberry Bonbon, that light pink, and the Amaretto from the crease, and I'm just going to go on top of the black with the blending brush I used. Hoping this will just soften it up a little bit. Alright, so now I'm going to apply a couple of coats of mascara. For cheeks today, I'm just going to use my Hoola Bronzer by Benefit. And I think this is a really good, solid contouring color. So I start at the top of the ear, and then I pretend there's a line drawn to the outer corner of my lip. And I stop making that line right at the outer corner of the eye. So once I've done that, I just take what's left on the brush and I blend up to kind of soften the line. I don't want to blend down because this is a nice crisp line, and I don't want to look like I have a 5 o'clock shadow. Then I'm going to take this bronzer and I'm going to put it on the top of my forehead, down my temples. And you kind of want to just blend it out once you have the brush. This is just the brush that came with the Hoola Bronzer. Top of the forehead, down the temples. And then basically you're trying to draw a C. So you go a 3. And then you go under the chin. Backwards 3. And then I go underneath the lip, just a touch. And you can always soften these. So what I'm going to do for blush is just use a MAC blush that's kind of neutral. It's called Buff. It's just a really pretty neutral rose color. That I'm using my Real Techniques blush brush and just tapping that in there. And I just kind of dot right there, right, kind of almost at the apples of the cheeks, and then I sweep it back to my hairline and then buff it in circular motions. So I tap and then buff it backwards. Now I'm going to go in with a highlighter. This one, the Laura Mercier Matte Radiance Baked Powder in Highlight 01. And it is just a really pretty creamy beige, but it is matte. I'm going to take that and just tap it at the Cupid's bow. A little bit on my chin and rub it out. Down the center of my nose and right in the triangle here between my brows. I'm going in with an e.l.f. small tapered brush again. I just tapped it into the color. And I'm just going to put that right at the top of the cheekbones. And what I do is I go kind of from the center of the eye, a little dust there, center of the eye towards the above. So it goes bronzer, blush, highlight. And in the same angle pretty much. But I try not to take this highlight in past the center of the eye. So don't take it all the way into the nose. Just to the center of the eye.
Audio Jungle.
I'm just going to take it and sweep it right above the brow as well.
Audio Jungle.
And this creates a C shape. So just like that. And here I go again. C. Now, for basic highlighting and contouring, one tip that I heard from Jaclyn Hill is you want a heart like this. Everything basically inside of this heart is going to be lighter, and then everything outside of the heart you kind of contour a little bit, and it'll be a little darker. So if you wonder, you know, where to put your bronzer, I draw a 3, and if you're wondering where to put your highlight, think about everything inside the heart should be a little bit lighter. So all this under the eye triangle, all the top of the cheekbones, and then the inner part of the face, down the center line. I hope that helps. I really like my new MAC lipstick. This is MAC's Rebel. I think it's really fun. Now I'm going to go in with the NYX Matte Finish Long Lasting Setting Spray. Just a little heads up, I don't know if you guys know this, but there's little expiration dates on these containers. It looks like a little container, and then on the side of the packaging, right below this finger here, and it says 6M, and that means this is only good for 6 months. So I have a matte one and the dewy one. They're both probably about expired, so I'm trying to kind of use them up over the next month or so to make sure I don't have any expired products on hand. But keep an eye out for those 6M, 12M, 18M. They'll tell you how long they're good for, and it's time to throw it away after that. I'm going to use the Make Up Forever, and this is a loose setting powder. It's the HD Micro Finishing Powder. I just put a little bit into the lid, buff that onto my face just to set everything in place. I have dry skin, so this isn't like
Audio Jungle.
a necessary step, which is why if you watch my tutorials, you may not always see me using a powder. But alright, so now I will use the setting spray. And when I use that finishing powder on a brush, I often buff out my contour and my blush lines to make sure they're nice and like soft and not harsh. Okay, this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial. I hope you bear with me as I learn a new editing program and new camera and all the functions that they have. In case you wanted to know, I got the Power Director by Cyberlink Ultimate version 12. This is the software for the editing, and the camera is a Canon Vixia. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and stay tuned for more videos. I'll talk to you later. Bye. Focus. Focus. So I'm just going to give my face a nice set. Well, before I do that. Okay, so I just learned how to zoom. Yay!